Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What takes and studies brought to you by Tubbs and Frankie.
These just keep getting
How y'all
cringier.
doing? Dude, that was terrible, but maybe I should put some thought into it, you know? I always just kind of go like right off the rip, but I think I'm going to actually take some time and put some thought into it next week. So it kind of started cool, though. Anyways, hey, normal week. I'm not even going to go through it. No MLB. I mean, there's a couple signings, but we'll hit that all at once. We'll kind of do a free agency recap. You agree?
Yeah, that works.
We'll just do I've got a list going. I wrote down a couple, so we'll just kind of wrap that up.
There was nothing huge today.
We have to. We're trying to speed up our episodes a little bit. One for you guys, and two because Frankie's computer sucks ass and takes 45 minutes to get ready to go. So, yeah. Anyways, that was just a personal gripe of mine. Got it off my chest. I feel good. How was your weekend,
I'm glad
man?
you got that out.
Oh, feels great. How's your weekend?
Weekend was pretty slow. I really didn't do much. Went out Saturday as usual. Bet on some football as usual. Sunday recovered as usual. So nothing really out of the ordinary this week. Although, as we'll talk about later, it was a nice little weekend for some football. So
Yeah, it was a great weekend of football. I don't think I did a damn thing over the weekend. Thursday I went golfing on that nice day we had. Hopefully this is the last one this time.
we do have snow today, so.
Yep, so I think that was the last one. I'm glad I got out there.
And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to snow the rest of the week.
Hey, I had a great gambling weekend. Hit some big plays. However, I do have a quick story I wanted to hit. This is a Monday story, so we record on what's today? Tuesday. This was last night. I saw a stat: Boston College versus Maine. Okay, I saw a stat: Boston College was 2-0, but their margin of victory combined was 6 points, and they were playing Maine at home, and Maine was plus 1,500. And I said to myself, the degenerate in me was like, "This is some great value." I mean, I go throw, $10-15 on this, 200, 240 if it hits. Why not, right? And I was like, I'll check it when I get to bowling, maybe cash it out. I get to bowling, they're up 9 with 6 to go in the first. And I'm sitting there, and I talked to my buddy that he gambles too, and he's like, oh, you got to cash that out. That's a stupid bet. Why'd you even do that? And I was like, obviously it's not stupid. They're winning. Long story short, I cashed it out, and I took them again at plus 300. So I was like, oh. So basically, very long story short, Maine won. So instead of the 240 I would have got, I got 100. But that hurts, losing that $140.
That is tough.
It was $15, dude. I could go make that on the corner on a Saturday night. You know what I mean? It's not hard to make that money back.
You think you can make that much on a corner in one night?
Downtown Lansing, easy. $5 a hand job, 3 of them at the red light on Michigan Ave, done. I'll be home in half an hour. I would never actually do that, but what is the quickest way to make $15? Let's do a finance segment. Quickest way to make $15.
I would say gambling.
Yeah, but I'm talking like a pretty much guarantee. I would
taking
buy
something used and just selling it at
I was just gonna say that. Find something on the side of the road, fix it up real quick, and sell it. Anyways, we are way off topic. Locks and long shots. The heater continues. Did I win mine last week? I do this every week. I feel
last week,
I say I have a heater going, and then I don't.
Last week you had LSU plus 13.5. That hit.
And they won. Yeah, yep. So I'm heating up now because I took the Lions plus 2.5 last week. They won outright. That game was sick. We're going to get into that exciting stuff this week. Let's ride the hot hand. Lions plus 3.5 against the Giants. I mean, I think the Giants are the most fraudulent team in the league. I think they're above the Eagles.
Not true.
I think they are above the Jets. I don't think the Jets are frauds at all, actually.
You think the Eagles are frauds?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, we can get into that later, but
that's fine.
I gotta see.
We'll do it. We're gonna add a segment. Tubbs' frauds.
Just fraud updates.
We're gonna throw TCU on there.
TCU.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say
they've been a cash cow lately. So yeah, that's the lock. Love my Lions. We look good right now. Defense still looks like shit, but they're fun. They're competing. I don't think they lose by more than 3. I think they win outright. Long shot. Michigan, Nebraska. Nebraska scored 3 points on their second drive, so I was like, oh, this is dead. They didn't score again the rest of the game, but Michigan didn't score. So they didn't hit the over 44.5. We missed that one.
Shitty weather. Weather is real.
Weather is real, I guess. Yeah, it's so cold. I was talking to one of our good friends. He's a Nebraska fan. We were going to go, and we were looking at that weather, and we were like, ugh. I think it was like 36 at kickoff, and it snowed. Oh, that would have been a gross game to go to. So this week's long shot. New sport on the podcast. I don't think we've ever talked about it.
100% have not.
We've got some football. Got some football. World Cup in the fall for some reason in Qatar. It's going to be a weird one, and that's why we're going to take a weird team to win it. I've never bet
think this is that
on
weird.
the world. Really? Okay, that's fine. I'm not a big football guy. So I don't know. I'm probably not even saying football. Anyways, I couldn't bet on it in 18 because I don't think it was legal in Michigan yet. But I think betting on the World Cup would just be freaking electric. So I said, I'm going to take an outright winner. And then I saw a video with the best stat ever. The last 3 World Cup winners had the highest scoring player in the Euro 2 years before. Do you follow that?
Okay.
So you had, when Germany won it, it was Götze.
Yeah.
Götze? From, I don't even remember. And then you had France. When they won it, you had Griezmann. And then who won before Germany? Who won in
Would have been
2010? Spain. It was David Villa? No.
That would have been
It was either
somebody.
Villa or it was Ramos. No, it wasn't Ramos. He's a defender. Dumbass. Anyways, Spain had the highest score. They won in 2010. So, guess who was the most recent Euro highest goal scorer? Cristiano Ronaldo. So we're going to go ahead and take Portugal to win the World Cup, keep this trend alive. There was a tie, but the guy he tied with is from Czech Republic, and they're not even playing. So lock it up, Ronaldo, plus 1,400. If you want to sprinkle, go ahead and take Portugal, Germany in the final for the matchup.
Yeah, I mean, odds-wise, that's a long shot, but I think that's pretty good value considering it's a team with Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's plus 1,400, but they got the 5th highest odds.
Oh.
It's like France was like plus 300. Then you got Germany, Argentina, Brazil.
I mean, France is kind of a wagon.
Maybe they were 6th highest behind Spain. France is a wagon, absolutely. They should win it. But it's the World Cup. Hey, keep an eye out for the U.S. Keep an eye out for the U.S. I might take them to make the round of 16.
The round of 16.
It's like plus 250.
Big soccer guys.
Try to tell me that's a bad bet. I actually do enjoy some FIFA. I love playing FIFA.
I do too.
That's the only reason I know names.
I couldn't tell you the last time I played, but probably 2-3 years ago.
Probably when we lived together that last year.
Yeah.
When I made you buy it and we
We're
played it for like 2
grinding
months.
it out.
We did grind the shit out of that game. Then I ended up spending money on it, and then it was like, this is stupid. I did buy last year's game, and I played it twice, so I didn't buy it this year. All right, go ahead. How about your locks?
Locks are still looking rough. I said last week that it was time to fade my locks, and I did. I faded my own locks. So
Wow, that's awesome.
I took LSU minus 3.5, and then Saturday morning I looked at it and I said, I don't think LSU is going to cover that. I think Arkansas is going to cover the 3.5. LSU will win outright. That's exactly what happened. Arkansas lost by 3, covered the 3.5. This week, Bills-Browns on Sunday. You hear the game, you think this game's going to be super high scoring. False. We're taking the under 43.
I couldn't believe that when I saw it.
So
wow.
It actually dropped from 47 to 43 today.
Oh, give me the over. Give me the over.
Do you know why it dropped?
Is it bad weather or something?
They're expected to get 2 feet of snow on Sunday morning.
Oh, dude, I hope it's a snow game. I love snow.
Snow, and on top of that,
It's just
they're
your erection
expected
gets a
to
little
have-
bit bigger when you get that snow game.
they're expected to have high winds and a wind advisory. Now, you still may look at this and say, so what? I don't know if you remember the last time the Bills played in a very windy, snowy game. It was like a 6-3 game against the Patriots.
No snow that night, just very cold, very windy. Not a drop of snow, though.
I think snow is worse.
No, I do. I think that's a great bet. Like, you
It's
should
going
check
to keep
again on
going
Sunday.
down. It'll probably end
might
up
take
around
that.
35.
I might take that because I think it's going to go down even more.
I'm probably going to try to take it tonight. Yeah. And then my long shots.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We got a dub on the long shots. We had TCU money line. I saw it. There was no way that they were losing that game. They proved me right. They won. So we're up to 5-11-2. Still horrible. This week
they're long shots though.
They
We've
are
had
long
some
shots. That's
ones.
true.
I mean,
this week I'm taking 2 long shots. Give me the Jets money line against the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are that good. I think the Jets defense is really good.
Love that.
I'm getting it.
Give me the under in that game. 2 great defenses.
Yeah, that is a good under game. They're only like 3-point underdogs right now, so it's not a super high line. I'll probably try to grab that one earlier because I think that might also go closer to a pick 'em. And then I'm gonna do the filling shoes parlay. I haven't explained this to Jake yet. Yep, exactly.
I can see it coming. I can see what's coming.
Yep, a ton of injuries this week. A lot of guys are gonna have to step up. So I'm thinking a touchdown parlay. And we're just going to take a lot of guys, well, probably not a lot. We'll probably 4 or 5 guys that are just filling roles, higher odds for touchdowns. We're going to try to get a huge, huge long shot here this week. So, guys,
who are you thinking? You got to throw Allen Robinson for sure.
I was thinking Tyler Higbee.
Ooh, I'll definitely be higher odds than Robinson.
Higbee had a big one. Who else was another?
I'll probably do Robinson. I'll take that with you, but I might alter it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely taking Robinson because I got to start him in fantasy this week.
I'll still have to look at it a little bit as the week goes on, but I will definitely be having a parlay with some higher odd touchdown scores for this week due to all the injuries, and I'm not really sure who I'm gonna go with yet.
Who's the Bengals tight end?
Oh, he played for the Jets last year.
Oh, Hurst?
No,
Hayden Hurst?
No, Hayden Hurst is there now. Is it Hayden Hurst?
I thought it's Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it is Hayden Hurst.
We'll tweet that out, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Who else do we think? I mean, like, I was thinking Bengals just because Jamar Chase, because Higgins is too basic. Maybe Boyd. Boyd will be higher odds.
Boyd is kind of screwed.
Who else is injured?
Who else
just had a big injury? There's another big one over the weekend, right?
Yeah. I don't remember. For some reason I was thinking about the Cup injury today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a parlay, and I want to put Higbee in it.
Who's wide receiver 2 for the Raiders? It's that one guy that everybody was... Mac Hollins. Got to throw him in there.
Yep.
With Renfro out, Waller's out.
Yep. That was my other one, was Mac Hollins. Or actually, Foster Moreau. I might just go tight ends.
Ooh, Foster Moreau. Speaking of that, let's hit this quick. So Frankie and I matched up in one of our leagues over the weekend, and my team has been so up and down. I had a pretty damn good team at the start of the year. I had the first week I put up the second most points, but I played the best team in the league, and for some reason I gave up. I'm sure I've said it on here before. And then I made a purchase, and I won a couple games, and then I kind of sold again, but it actually ended up working out. So I told myself, if I lose to Frankie, I'm tanking, and he's actively tanking. His team is garbage. And
Agreed.
So I said, look, if I don't win this game, I will change my team name to I Am Somebody's Son, because he always jokes that he's my father. I lost to him by 1 point 2 weeks ago. And it was actually a close matchup. I had Devonta Smith last night, and you had Brian Robinson. And at one point, you were winning. I was down by 2.
Was I winning?
And luckily, when Brian Robinson scored that touchdown, you were up by 2 points.
Jesus.
And then Smith came back like a drive or two later and scored and locked it up. Then that last drive, he ended up getting credited with the fumble because they did the flick.
And I don't know if you noticed,
Yes. Did you see what they did? So
yeah.
It put them under, but DraftKings and FanDuel both. FanDuel refunded. DraftKings counted as a win.
Well, yeah, because
that just shows you what book you need to use.
DraftKings always pays out really early. Like, as soon as you hit it, it'll pay out, even though there's a chance that they could go back under.
It didn't get corrected till, I think it was like an hour later, the official NFL scorers corrected it. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. I had a parlay last night. It wasn't even close, though, so I went to bed.
I mean, that game was completely opposite of what I thought.
Right. Let's do college football pretty quick. Nothing insane, I don't think. Michigan rolled against Nebraska. They didn't rush for as much as I thought. But here's a tip for you guys. Keep an eye on Blake Corum's rushing yards. We're running out of time now, but I have been raking in money on Blake Corum's rushing yards prop. They set it way too low, and he's rushing for like 150 a game. On Saturday, it was 136.5. You know I hammered that over, and he ended up with 160. Maybe take it for Illinois, but I don't know about Ohio State. Their rush defense is pretty bad, so if it goes down to 110 or less, go ahead and you've got the Tubbs certified, put your life savings on it, you'll win and be better off.
Wow.
Don't actually do that. I am not a professional gambler. That's just what I will probably do. But yeah, Michigan rolled, no problem. What the fuck, Wisconsin? What the fuck? What the fuck? First of all, you ruined a parlay I had, even though they're on my do not bet list. I had a 5-leg parlay. They're the only one that didn't cover. That was huge. I had to scratch and claw to get Navy to cover. And then Louisville somehow didn't cover. That game was fucked. And then Wisconsin screws it against Iowa. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Thoughts?
I've been back and forth on this team all year. Always has our number. But, why are we so back and forth? It just doesn't make sense. We have one good week where we look really great. And then the next week is just absolutely horrible. And we didn't even stand a chance. I mean, we looked good to start the game. And then just shit the bed. I mean, it was classic Big Ten football, too. Punt, punt.
Yep. The Big Ten West is crazy interesting right now. We said last week Illinois needed to lose to Purdue and to Michigan. Wisconsin needed to win out, and it'd be Wisconsin-Michigan if Michigan won out. And Purdue beat Illinois, but Wisconsin couldn't get it done. So now you have 4 teams in the Big Ten West that are 4-3 collectively. Now, obviously, with tiebreakers, Purdue is first now. But there is no team controls its destiny to get to the Big Ten championship. No team can just win out and make it. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Because there's 4 teams. So after this week, we'll probably have a better idea. But as of right now, you have Purdue, Illinois, Iowa, and Minnesota all have the same record in the Big Ten. And it's going to be crazy interesting. And technically, Wisconsin's not even eliminated yet. Technically. They're the longest shot, but all you have is Nebraska and Northwestern are eliminated. That's it. It's fucking nuts. And I love it.
That just shows probably
how
more
bad the
how
Big Ten
bad,
West is.
Yeah. I was going to say how competitive it is, but it's not.
Divisions. Just go back to top 2, make it. It'll be Michigan, Ohio State every year. Man, wouldn't that be sweet if the last week Michigan, Ohio State played, and then in the Big Ten championship, Michigan, Ohio State again? That'd be electric. That would really fuck up the college football playoff, though.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that. That'll be fun. Wisconsin technically still alive. Win out for the best shot. You need everybody else to lose one. Illinois is going to lose this weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
So I was just thinking about it. That's why the Big Ten would never go back to no divisions, is because if you did the 1 versus 2, most likely your 1 and 2 are going to be fighting for playoff spots. And then if one team loses twice, that knocks out one. If they split, that probably knocks out both.
They'll do it if they... What are they expanding it to? 8?
I thought it was 12.
8 or 12, either way, they'll do it because of that. Like, right now, they're set up best to get 1 guaranteed every year, probably. But at 8 or 12, you're going to get 1 or 2 in, most likely. Because you're going to have Michigan or Ohio State's going to go
locked
off.
for 2 if you have 8 teams in it.
Right. But, look at Penn State. They need so much more credit than they get. They have 2 losses, and it's to the number 2 and 3 team in the country. If they didn't play one of those teams, they're a 1-loss team now. And honestly, they would beat the shit out of everyone in the West. And they have so far. They have looked good against all these other teams. And it just sucks that the East is so much better than the West. And, even MSU, we saw, like we said last week, worst team in the Big Ten East goes out and beats the best team in the West at their place. Just go back to no divisions, top 2. Maybe even do a playoff, top 4.
That if each conference did a playoff of their own,
That'd be pretty sweet
That would be kind of cool.
to get to the championship. Too many games though. There'd be a lot
That
of
would be
injuries.
a lot of games.
Let's see. Nothing else too crazy. You mentioned it. TCU. They just keep proving people wrong. +7, the number 4 team in the country. I ate that shit up. I didn't have the balls to take money line, but yeah, I'll take a touchdown, please. Thanks. Against Texas too.
It went up to 7.5 Saturday morning too.
Really? I grabbed 7 Friday night.
Yeah, I got 7.5 Saturday morning.
It's like, man, why do they not trust them? They have proven themselves. This is like the 3rd or 4th time they've proven themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jesus Christ. And then you got Kentucky lost to Vanderbilt. That was nuts.
Yeah, Vanderbilt has how many wins now? I saw it. I saw the stat the other day. I'm going to try to find it.
I know it was their first win in the SEC since 2019.
Yeah, it was first win in the SEC. They now have they are 4-6. They have the same record as Missouri, Auburn, and a better record than Texas A&M.
That's crazy. Go Vandy. Make a bowl game. That'd be sweet. The other big one was so last week Liberty beat Arkansas in Arkansas.
Oh, by the way,
Vandy's
not going to a bowl.
Who do they got left?
Florida and Tennessee.
Yeah. So they'll lose one of those for sure.
Well, they'll lose to Tennessee. There's no way they're beating Florida either, I don't think.
I could see it upset on Florida.
Florida's a 14-point favorite right now.
Give me Vandy +14. No, that's recency bias. You got to go take Florida -14.
I think so too.
What else do we have? We brought up Penn State. The Pac-12. I said they'll never make the playoff again, but if they go to 8 or 12, they will. But they'll never make it in a top 4 format because they just beat up on each other.
This is why the Pac-12 is on my do not bet list.
Because, like, Oregon played Washington, who, at home. It was at home, right? Or were they on the road? No, they were at home.
Yeah, they were
Washington has been bad since they beat MSU. Everybody gave them credit for MSU, and then they had a couple bad losses. Now they go out and beat Oregon. And that's why the Pac-12 will not get another team. They cannot win those games where they should win, no problem.
And it's kind of cool. They're kind of like the
Upsets
Big Ten
cool.
West too. It's not like they're competitive. It's just I don't even know.
Yep. So the Pac-12 is pretty much eliminated from the playoff, right? Or I guess USC's right there.
USC.
But yeah, but USC's got UCLA this weekend, and then they've got Notre Dame next weekend. And then you got to go to the Pac-12 championship. Guess what happens there? They're probably going to lose to like Oregon or something. See, look at all the other conferences that do just top 2 though. Pac-12, Big 12.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. The Pac-12's actually got 6 ranked teams. Oh, that's before the new rankings though.
New rankings should have started, right?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the tweet to pop up. Anyways,
yeah,
last thing on college football that I have is just the fact that Alabama-Ole Miss was a pretty damn good game. I watched that whole game. I was flipping back and forth during the Michigan game, but that was a fun game. Alabama came back. Ole Miss pretty much led the whole game, and then they had a chance at a game-winning touchdown, and they blew it.
That was another game that was very kind of a disrespectful line again.
Yep.
I took Ole Miss. It was +11, I think, +11.5 before
Double
the game.
digits for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
After the way Alabama played last week, there was no way that Ole Miss, or honestly anybody, should have been given that many points against Alabama. Alabama is getting... It might be time to just fade Alabama on the spread, because I think the books see Alabama and they see the name and they just think, you know what, it's Alabama. Alabama's going to roll. Alabama's going to bounce back. That might not be the case anymore.
Sorry, I'm trying to see if they got the rankings out.
Oh.
They don't yet. Looks like they're still going. I think we're going to get the first playoff without Bama or Clemson. I was talking to my pa about that one. We were talking about like some of the crazy scenarios. Like obviously, what are they going to do with Michigan, Ohio State? Because one of them has to lose and not go to the championship. Do they try to sneak them in? Do they put Clemson in over them? But Alabama's not going to go.
No, Bama's done.
I mean, there's no way a 2-loss team gets in over a 1-loss Michigan or Ohio State that lost to the team that's going to be in. You know what I mean?
Well, and it's like
so they should
when the teams that they lost to LSU, who was number 9 at the time.
No, I think they were 10 or 11.
And then who did they lose? Who was the other one?
Tennessee.
Yeah. They lost to Tennessee.
See, they've got good losses, but how do you put a 2-loss team over a team that only lost to like the number 2 team?
Yeah, you don't.
It's tough though because it's Alabama and they might find a way. They might also go, fuck it, we're going to 8 this year. There's too many good teams. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
I don't want to see Alabama in it. I just kind of want a year without Alabama. That would be nice.
That's true. I mean, Georgia's winning it all anyways unless they get Michigan. Michigan's going to steamroll them. So, NFL.
That's what you thought last year.
No, I actually didn't think they're going to steamroll them. I said I hope it's close. I think I can find a text that says that.
Yep.
So NFL, Book of Mormoms. We are 500, 5-5. Big win. We didn't really need to put up points because the other team put up, 58? But
yeah, they started Kyler Murray.
We put up 98, so decent week there. Let's hope we can get it rolling here, make a playoff push. I think we're in the playoffs if it were to end today.
I'll pull it up right now.
He does it weird, though. It's like, I think it's top 8 out of 12, so it's pretty much easy to get in. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. He might.
So
I was gonna say he might do top 6. So I don't know.
Bracket. No, it is. It is top. Oh yeah, it is top 6, which we are 6 right now.
Nice. Well, I don't want to play the number 1 team. Actually,
no.
Number 1
and
team
2
is
get a bye.
Oh, okay.
So we play the 3rd seed and then the 2nd seed.
Okay. I like that.
I don't mind
so I'd
it.
rather be 6th than 5.
I'd rather be 3 or 6 or 2.
Well, what's the record of the first place team? You got it up right now?
7-3.
We're only 2 games back of first.
I know.
4 weeks to go. Why not? Let's win out. Let's go 9-5.
I mean, we could. It's very, very plausible.
Yep. So the Lions are very bipolar. They is that a 2-game win streak for the Lions?
What?
Yeah, the Lions are on a 2-game win streak. Never mind, I take that back. They're not bipolar. They know they want to win now. Beat the Packers last week. This week we went up against the Bears. It was not looking good. The defense looked atrocious. We're down by 14, and then drove down. I believe Swift scored. Yeah, Swift scored. And then we got that nice pick 6. Did you see that play?
I did.
Hutchinson made the play of the year that will not record a stat. He's rushing. He's containing Fields. He drops back into coverage to cover the screen, and then Fields floats it. Jeff Okuda, former teammate, picks it off, runs it back, ties it up. And then very next drive, Justin Fields has a 70-yard touchdown. So that was sweet. At that point, I was like, I give up. But they missed the extra point. So then the hope came back. Drive down, Jamal Williams scores. I think they only had 2 minutes and 10 seconds or something. Closed them out. That was nice. But the game was just gross. You know, it was kind of like a cheap Vegas hooker. Fun, but gross. I mean...
Do you know from experience?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I just, from what I've heard.
Okay.
Heard a couple reviews. But Fields, man, Fields is fun. That dude running. Yeah. Like last year, I feel like he didn't look good running. But this year, he looks elusive and quick and strong.
Yeah, I saw that video of him breaking off that long touchdown run. And it was just electric. Like, he looks so fast and so athletic. It's unreal. I think the way that the Bears are finally starting to use him is the right way. I think they finally kind of figured it out that, you know, he might not be the best passer. He also doesn't have the greatest weapons around him. His offensive line sucks. So he's going to get pressured a lot. He's going to have to scramble, use his feet. And that's exactly what he's done for the last 4 weeks. And he looks literally like Mike Vick 2.0.
Yeah, they're
just
not
as good of a passer.
Right, they're finally calling design runs, and it's worked out big time. I mean, he put up the most. What was the stat? It was the most yards in a 4-game stretch out of any quarterback ever. And then what was the other one? Oh, obviously last week he had the most rushing yards from a quarterback ever.
And he almost broke that again this week.
He almost did. He
came up like 7 yards short or something like that.
No, he was double digits short. I remember looking. I was nervous.
But I mean, if you take what he's done in the last month, rushing wise, and like multiplied it throughout the season, he would be a 2,000-yard rusher as a quarterback.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. You can't do that.
Well,
if this guy had the best 4 games of his life for a season, it'd be a bunch of records.
I mean, it's still insane, though. Like,
if we would have done that with Kelvin Johnson, he would have had 3,000 yards receiving. We're not going to go ahead and do that.
Fair.
How about the Green Bay fucking Packers?
We're back.
Dude,
we're not dead is actually the saying.
So, the shitty part is that you and I both had a nice parlay that needed the Cowboys to win. It didn't matter, actually, because the Raiders lost.
I didn't have the Raiders in mind.
I had the Raiders in mind, so it didn't matter for me. But you hedged, which was smart. You took the Packers at plus odds. But I put a significant wager on the Cowboys spread, which was dumb. I should have looked at this, and I should have said, man, it's in Green Bay, it's cold, the Cowboys play indoors, and it's against Mike McCarthy. Who's the biggest Mike McCarthy hater ever, other than probably yourself? Aaron fucking Rodgers.
No, not true.
You don't think he hates him?
No, did you see their pregame embrace? And they hung out together before the game.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know why I thought they hated each other.
No, I don't think things
They did win a Super Bowl together. So
yeah, and I don't think that things ended on good terms, but it was kind of like, you know what, he's gone. They moved on. They're past it, and it was like, you know what, let's just embrace all the good that happened here. You know, we won a Super Bowl, went to a lot of playoff games. So I think they're on good terms now, which obviously it looked like they were on good terms. But you know what I think is Mike McCarthy, first off, he's a big, fat fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Who in their right minds goes for 4th and 4 in field goal range in overtime against the Green Bay Packers?
Okay. Lions did it,
the field
but not
goal.
in overtime. But they gave Rodgers the ball at the 40. But they needed a touchdown, not just field goal.
And that's the thing. Like, if you don't score,
I don't know
the
if you
Packers
can
just kick a field goal.
I don't know if you can say it was field goal
like
range, though, because
52.
it was going to be a 50. It was going to be a 53-yarder, which is long, and I think the wind was in his face. But I think I texted you. I think McCarthy just wanted to end it. I think he wanted to just jam it down their throats.
Yeah,
which I totally get. And he ran a decent play. It just didn't work out.
It's ballsy, and you know, I should have known he was going to do something stupid like that after he walked into the stadium trying to look like Vince Lombardi.
That was weird.
That's probably the dumbest thing he did on Sunday.
I don't think that's dumber than that 4th and 4.
You don't walk into Green Bay trying to be like Vince Lombardi. You just don't do that.
If you didn't, what if he didn't know though? No, he knew. It's Vince fucking Lombardi.
I was gonna say he knew.
If you didn't want to kick that field goal, you could have punted. At the very worst, at the 20, you put one of the best defenses in the league out there. Tell him, hey, go stop him
against a team who hasn't been good this year.
Maybe you pin him at the 10. I just don't like the 4th and 4 call. I was
honestly
pissed. I had the Cowboys spread.
If that's me, I'm going for the deep ball on that play.
Because maybe get a pass interference call.
Pass interference, or they pick it off and it's basically a punt anyways.
Right.
Worst case scenario, if the defenders are actually smart, they just knock down the pass, and then you're in the same position that you were if you didn't get it.
But then you get a lot of, why are you throwing a deep ball on 4th and 4? Just get the first down. That's exactly what happened. But if it worked, you're praised.
Exactly.
How about Christian Watson, man?
I always knew he was good.
3 touchdowns on 4 catches. I got a little reading here. I just got to go find it.
I knew it was coming.
So we're texting about the game, and I said, where did it go? Oh, here we go.
I'm going to sit back and
I said, hey, do you want to play some Call of Duty? I said, hey, you want to play some Call of Duty? And Frankie goes, maybe in a bit. I was like, oh, forgot the Packers are playing, blah, blah. And then he said, we'll see how this game goes. And then Watson had that big drop on the first drive, and he said, all right, Watson has bricks for hands. I'm over him. I sent a laughing emoji. I said, I'm on Xbox if you give up. And then text about our fantasy team a little bit. And approximately, how many minutes? 45 minutes later, I get a, Watson is good. And I said, make up your mind. He said, I always knew he was good. Then I sent him a screenshot of his text saying that he's over Watson. And he goes, who was that? Couldn't have been me. Yeah, so that was the first touchdown. Then he got another one, and I think you were on Xbox for that one. And then he got the third one. It's like, what a game. 2 of them were deep balls, too.
Yeah, he looked really good.
He did. He's gonna be big time on the waivers this week, folks.
Well,
Don't add him. It's false.
I'm buying
If you're a
into the
contender,
hype.
if you're a contender, add him. But if you're in a dynasty league and you're tanking, don't waste your waiver claim. You're not going to keep this guy.
If you're tanking, I think no. See, now you're trying to talk me out of it because you want to use your waiver on him. But
I don't. I got Allen Robinson now that Cup's out.
Disgusting.
Let's get it.
Disgusting. See, what I think is I'm going to add him because I'm tanking, and I'm going to let him ride the bench out, and he's just going to keep getting better and better and better. And I think this is just the breakout game that he needed. I mean, first however many games of the season he dropped, how many passes? He led off the season by dropping a deep ball and just looked like he was lost on the field. Comes out, has a huge game on Sunday. I think this is the confidence boost that he needed, and I think he might be out of his slump.
The biggest thing is that every big play, third and short, third and long, didn't matter. Rodgers looked to Watson first over Tanyan,
a huge change.
over Lazard. Like he looked at him first. He didn't throw it every time, obviously, but he looked at him first. That's big time.
Well, and that's the other thing I wanted to mention was like just the body language this week was so different. Like the entire team, like it didn't look like the same team. You know, we've seen Rodgers being so pissed off and doesn't smile. He's always crying. Like every game, he's just pissed off. And he came out here
tears.
on Sunday and he was smiling ear to ear. He was pumping his fist. He was cheering on his teammates after making plays. And like, this was the Rodgers I'm used to seeing. And then he came back after the game and he said, we're not dead. And I was like, oh, shit. Here we go.
Did he drop the RELAX?
Well, no. So that was the thing. He said he did that a couple years ago. And then he said it's early or whatever, like the next season. And then this season, is this season going to be the we're not dead?
Could be the new term. Yep.
By the way,
I'm re-adding up your picks. I think I got your record wrong.
It can't be that bad. Anyways,
no,
Vikings,
I was right. Sorry.
Vikings Bills.
Yeah, game of the fucking year. Great game.
So far.
I said so far just in case, but I don't know how you beat that game. A fumble. So you go from short of the fourth and goal, QB sneak, you're short. Okay? Heartbroken, done, right? Then you come back, and Josh Allen fumbles, and it's recovered in the end zone. First of all, what are the Bills doing? Take the safety. Why not?
So
they still need a touchdown.
The Bills blew like a 14-point lead too for that to happen.
Yeah,
right?
They were up huge. I think it was 13, but they were up huge, and then they blew that.
So yeah, that was the big talk. Was why didn't they just take the safety and punt the ball away? Which I get it, but I mean that was the craziest 2-play sequence. I don't know if we'll ever see anything crazier than that because it was like honestly 3-play sequence. The Vikings were driving. They get to the goal line. Third down, they pass it to Dalvin Cook, wide open, has the end zone right in front of him, and he drops the ball. So fourth down, then they try to sneak it from the 6-inch line with Kirk Cousins, who gets stopped. And I was like, well, shit, this game's over. All they got to do is Josh Allen just has to push forward half a yard, and they're good. No, he fucking drops the ball, fumbles, and I was like, holy shit, like, what is going on right now? And, yeah, I mean, Justin Jefferson just...
Catch of the year.
Game of the year.
Catch of the century, actually.
Yeah, I mean...
I think it's better than Odell's.
So do I. Just absolutely insane game.
I still hilarious too that you didn't let me have my, if Josh Allen plays, I want the Bills. So I went with the Vikings. That was huge. Got me to even. We'll get into that later. But I
still think the Vikings are frauds.
No, I'm off the Vikings are frauds.
They played an injured Josh Allen. I think
Josh Allen wasn't injured. You didn't see the report, did you?
Okay.
You didn't see the report. They said the Bills were being super cautious with the injury. They saw multiple specialists who confirmed that playing could not re-injure the elbow or make it worse. So he's not injured.
So it couldn't make the injury worse, implying that he was injured.
No, Vikings are for real.
Was he 100%?
Who's 100% 10 weeks into the season? Nobody.
Vikings are still frauds.
That's fine. That's your opinion.
Give me a fully.
They're
no,
winning
I
the
can't
North
say a fully
easily.
healthy team. Yeah, probably. I don't know. The Packers aren't dead.
Packers aren't dead, and they'll probably make the playoffs because the NFC's so bad.
Just need the Vikings drop 5.
Dude, the Lions are a game and a half out of a playoff spot. That's how bad the NFC is. It's atrocious.
It is bad.
I mean,
look at
let's hit the rest of these real quick, because somehow we went long. I don't know how we do this, dude. We get talking and then we go long.
We're only 45 minutes in.
Yeah, but we got picks. Then we got do not bet list. Then we got roulette.
We'll be good.
And I want to play Xbox.
We'll be good.
Well, these aren't really important anyways. Tom Brady, 2-0 since the divorce. I was right. Pretty sure I called that. I said divorce is done, stretch is gone. He's going to be good. Take the Bucks. I've taken him the last 2 games. It's paid off. Thanks. Come again. Russell Wilson, don't let that guy cook. You'll get diarrhea. You'll get salmonella. He's terrible. Horrible. I saw a couple let's let Russ cook on this last drive. Come on. He was looking good. He was making nice throws. And then he threw the worst ball I've ever seen in my life, and it gets picked off. Just terrible. So don't let that guy cook for you. You'll get sick and die a sad death. So this is my point. The Giants are so frauds. Who's the bigger fraud? Giants or Vikings?
Oof.
That's such an easy answer.
Yeah,
that's such an easy answer.
When you compare those 2 teams, I'm going to take the Giants just because I don't trust. Okay. Unfortunately, I trust Kirk Cousins more than I trust Daniel Jones.
Exactly. And, I mean, running back's pretty much equal. I'd rather have Barkley, though. But O-lines, the Giants technically have a better O-line. It's defense is where I think the difference comes. I think the Vikings' defense is better. I don't think the Vikings are Super Bowl contenders, but I think they're fraud. I don't think they're frauds.
Fair.
Jesus, I'm talking faster than my brain can comprehend. Now I'm going to say something wrong. Let's see. What was I going to say? Ah, shit. Oh, Detroit's going to expose them this weekend. That's why I'm adding Lions money line to my long shots. We're doing 2 this week. Since one's a longer term one, I'm going to go ahead and add Lions ML for money line. See you next week. Also, you wanted me to talk about it later. I think the Eagles are frauds. God, I had the graphic. I got to find it.
Listen, I get they've played an
let's pull up their schedule. Let's pull up their schedule. They've played.
They have the easiest schedule.
They've played the 25th easiest schedule. God, where the hell are they? So let's go through it real quick, right? Also, Commanders. We need to stop sleeping on the Commanders. I think the Commanders can do some shit.
If Taylor Heineke is not the starter next week, I will riot.
If Taylor Heineke's not the starter the rest of the season, I think Washington's going to burn to the ground. So let's go through the schedule here. The Eagles won by 3 against the Lions. They almost choked that game away against the Lions. Worst defense in NFL history. Week 2, they beat the Vikings. Good win. Whatever. Beat the Commanders. Week 3, that was Carson Wentz. Then they played the Jags. Then they played the Cardinals.
Jags were good then.
Cardinals. No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
No, I think that was the week after they were good because they had a bad game. Then they played the Cardinals. Barely beat the Cardinals, who are bad. Bad. Cardinals bad. Also, no Hopkins that week either. Then they beat the Cowboys. Cooper Rush Cowboys. Then they beat the Steelers. Cooper Rush was not a good quarterback.
False.
Undefeated. Then they beat the Steelers. Steelers are garbage. They looked bad against the Texans last week. You watched that game too. They didn't look good.
Okay.
And then they lose to the Commanders last night. They are frauds. They're bigger frauds than the Vikings. There's a question. Bigger fraud, Eagles or Vikings?
Vikings. They don't have a good quarterback.
Did you see the throws?
Dude, Jalen Hurts is so much better.
No. Disagree. Strongly disagree.
No way.
Strongly disagree. Jalen Hurts did this to everyone last year too. He started the year so good, and then he fell off. Do you remember? Last year was only 4 weeks.
Better quarterback. Eagles.
No.
Better wide
receiver. Slow down. You're not
core.
answering my question. Slow down. Better receiving core. I don't know. Jefferson's better than A.J. Brown.
Agreed.
Thielen's only a little bit worse than Devonta Smith.
I don't know.
So I would say, if anything, the receiving core is even. And the Vikings have Hawkinson. The Eagles have Goddard, though. So I think they're literally even in the receiving game. Running back. Vikings have a better running back. Defense. Vikings defense is better. We don't need to do this. It'll all play out the way it should.
It's hard to do on the spot.
We'll get back to this next week. You've got a stat here. Dolphins are 13-1 in the last 14 games started by Tua.
Tua's good.
Aren't they?
Tua needs to be in the MVP conversation.
Aren't they? I agree with that. I think, though, I would give the MVP to Tyreek Hill before I would give it to Tua.
That's a good point. I don't hate that.
Aren't the Dolphins undefeated in games where Tua finishes the game this year? Isn't that only loss when he got knocked out against the Bengals or something?
No.
Whatever game he didn't finish or something.
No, they had to lose one last year where he started.
No. I'm saying just this year. Just this year.
Oh,
I'm saying just this year. My other point was Mahomes right now is the MVP favorite. He leads in passing touchdowns, passing yards,
yep.
passer rating.
And he's doing it very quietly. Nobody's really paying attention to it.
So quiet because they're not blowing teams out like they used to. That's why it's so quiet.
I'll be interested. Oh, that was the big injury. That's where my filling in parlay comes in. Kadarius Toney.
We got to settle down with Toney real quick, okay?
No Juju, or I might
no
take
Juju,
MVS.
right? But they still have Hardman.
Hardman was injured.
MVS. I'm saying if Hardman's back.
Yeah.
If Hardman and MVS, Toney's the wide receiver 3 out there. He was the 4 before Juju got injured.
Yeah, but he looked good.
He had 3 catches, no?
Everybody's
so high on Toney, and that was his first touchdown catch ever last week.
But he's literally like a Tyreek Hill 2.0. He's quick and shifty. He can catch the ball.
Don't you dare compare Kadarius Toney to Tyreek Hill. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe speed, but that's it. I did did you see the video on his touchdown? He adjusted his gloves midair. What was I going to look up? Toney's stats over the weekend. He had 4 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown on 5 targets. He had 2 rushes for 33 yards, too. All right,
exactly.
I eat my words. Let's get ready for Paiges Picks. Week 11. So, last week,
thank you.
Frankie is looking good. He went 9-5 last week. One hell of a heater starting up here for him. He's up to 68-1 on the season. Looking good there. Poor Paige, though. 6-8. She's ice cold. Ever since she started looking at records, she needs to go back on just randomly picking teams because she's now 76-72-1. She's in danger of going under 500 this weekend. Tough slate this weekend,
in my last 2 weeks, by the way.
Tough slate this weekend for Paige.
It is.
I went 7-7. I haven't gone under in, I think, 3 weeks. So I'm still up top at 82-66-1. But Frankie's fastly closing in, so I got to keep it up. Also hilarious that I said I might go undefeated, and then I literally went 500. That was tough. My parlay lost on Thursday, too.
Yeah,
I took
actually,
all my picks.
So that was one thing
Thursday.
I wanted to mention. We were watching, what game was it yesterday? We were watching the Texans-Giants game, and Paige sees that the Giants are up, and she goes, wait, Jake took the Texans, right? And I was like, yeah. She goes, why the hell would he ever pick a team that has 1 win? And I was like, I don't know. You tell me.
You should ask her why she picks a team with 2 wins every week.
Which team?
The Rams have 2 wins, don't they, or do they have 3?
I think they have 3.
Anyways, why'd she take the Rams every week? Who's the other one? She was taking the Panthers for a while, too.
Yeah,
I just took the Texans.
She said, you know more about football.
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm on top in the rankings. Also, I forgot to do the dog picks, so I'm going to try to do that this week.
Oh, I was like, what?
Remember I said I was going to – I completely forgot. The Rams have 3 wins, so I was wrong there again. Been wrong a lot today. But I'm still on top, so she can talk all the shit she wants, but I'm still in first place. So
for now.
I got to get out of my head, though. I keep trying to change my picks so that we don't match too much. But if I would have matched you, I would have been right where I'm at. And I had a couple different few that won. So anyways, let's get into it. Titans-Packers.
Paige has the Titans. Packers are back. I'm taking the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers as well. The Titans cannot throw the ball, and the Packers did pretty well to shut down Pollard last week. So,
Yeah,
and
I was
at Green
honestly
Bay.
that was very surprising too. I thought their defense was going to be atrocious with all the injuries, and defense surprisingly looked good.
Defense looked okay, and Titans can't throw the frickin' ball.
And
It's
it's
insane how
in Green Bay.
bad they are. It's in Green Bay. That's huge.
Thursday
It's gonna be
night.
cold. Gonna be
I'm on-
cold
that's
Thursday
gonna be an
night. I'm
under
probably
game.
gonna take that under.
Yep.
It's a sign. All right, Bears Falcons.
Paige has the Falcons. I'm taking the Bears. Justin Fields is fun.
Shit, I am too. Justin Fields is awesome. Falcons looked terrible last week. They boned me. They lost to the Panthers. And Justin Fields indoors. Ooh. He might set the record again. Where Michael Vick used to play? Oh, yeah. Yeah, watch out.
Maybe Vic will be there.
That'd be pretty sweet. I think he's blackballed from that team, though. I don't think they ever let him back.
I don't know.
No, actually, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking on my ass now. Browns and Bills.
Paige has the Bills. I'm also going to take the Bills. I think it's a big bounce back week in the snow at home.
I'm going to take the Bills as well. I believe I took the Browns last week against the Dolphins. That was dumb. Learn from your mistakes. That's what life's about.
What, 2 weeks till Deshaun?
Yep. He can't play this week, but he returns
He's practicing.
after the bye week next week. So technically 3, I think, actually.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
2
this
more
week,
games,
then
but
the
3
bye,
weeks.
and, yeah.
Yep. Eagles, Colts.
Paige has the Eagles. I'm also taking the Eagles. I knew it.
Give me the Colts.
I knew
Give me the
it.
Colts and Jeff Saturday. I love it. I love it. I love it. They look like
Fair
they want to
point.
play for this guy. The Eagles are frauds. Give me the Colts.
Fair
That's
point.
going to be one of my money line dogs. Jets and Patriots.
Paige has the Patriots. I told you in my long shots I'm taking the Jets.
I'm on the Jets as well. They've got an awesome defense. As long as Zach Wilson doesn't turn the ball over, that's a dub. Excuse me.
Under.
Paige might go 0 for this week.
It's
Or
yeah,
no, she took the Bills. She got the Bills. She's going to do terrible, though. Rams and Saints.
Paige has the Rams. Shocker.
Of course. Not surprising.
Is Stafford still out?
I don't know. I was just going to ask that question, too. I'll take a peek here quick. I think he
Okay.
moved down to questionable. But it's a concussion, though. That's the
See,
problem.
so this is a really tough game for me because if Jameis starts, I'm taking the Saints. But if
No, we're not
Stafford
doing
starts-
those.
No, I know.
We're not doing those.
I'm just gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna take. I hate it. I'm gonna take the Rams. No, I'm gonna take the Saints. I'm taking the Saints.
Final answer?
Yep.
All right, I told myself I was just going to take the opposite of you, so give me the Rams. I think Stafford will play. He's still in concussion protocol, but I think he'll find a way to play.
Did you watch any of the Rams Cardinals game last week?
No, because it was probably disgusting.
I didn't watch it either. No starting quarterbacks.
Neither starting quarterback. James Conner ran for 2 touchdowns, though, carried me to a win against you,
I mean,
so that
he
was
was
great.
the only thing that they had.
Yeah, right. Lions, Giants.
Paige has the Giants. I'm gonna
What's she going to learn?
I'm gonna take the Giants too.
All right, give me the Lions. Let's go. Let's go. This is where I pull away. Pulling away here.
I think it'll be a tight game.
See, here's the problem, though. I think every time I take the Lions, they lose. And every time I bet against them, they win. Because I had the Bears last week. I had the Packers. Nope, give me the Lions. They're winning. Panthers, Ravens.
Paige has the Ravens. I'm also taking the Ravens.
Ravens as well. That's quick and easy.
Yep.
Commanders, Texans.
Commanders.
Oh, you have the Commanders?
Yeah. Sorry. Paige has the Texans.
Okay. Why would she take a team that has 1 win?
I
Hey,
should
you
ask
go
her
ahead and
that.
tell her I said that. Yeah. Commanders. I mean, Taylor Heineke's a weapon.
I feel like you wanted to take the Texans until I mentioned that.
Absolutely. No, I had Commanders written down, but I thought about flipping. But now that Paige took the Texans, I have to take the Commanders.
Speaking of the Texans, do you know who Deshaun Watson makes his debut against?
Yeah, the Texans. I said it earlier.
Oh. What a
electric.
debut.
Yeah, it's gonna be electric.
How-
Give me all of his props.
That's
Give me
gonna
his
be-
over on passing yards. Give me his rushing yards. Give me his completions. Give me his passing touchdowns. I'm taking all of it.
So I have
He's going to
Sunday
throw
NFL
for 400
ticket.
yards.
I have Sunday NFL ticket, but I don't have red zone. How many times over under do you think that game is showed on red zone during the 1 o'clock slate?
Are you going to give me an over-under, or do you want me to give you one?
Let's go over under 7.5.
It depends if it's 1 or 4. Let's
It's
say
a
it's a
1
1
o'clock
o'clock game. Let's say it's a 1 o'clock game. I take the
It
under.
is.
I take the under.
I think they might
I don't
just
know.
try
I
to
don't
hide
know how
that
the
game as much
NFL's
as possible.
exactly. I think they're going to try to hide it.
I think so too.
Raiders Broncos.
Paige has the Broncos. What a disgusting game.
Yeah, this game makes me want to puke all over this computer.
I'm going to take the Raiders just because I saw Derek Carr crying, and I think that might get him going.
I'm going to take the Broncos. Let's let him cook. Let's let the man cook.
You ready
God,
for
give me my charred steak already. Damn it. Let's cook. It's in Denver. It looks like they have some momentum going. I don't know. And it's the Raiders, man. They've looked terrible. And the Broncos defense is good. So yeah, give me the Broncos. God damn it, I almost did it again.
Oh,
Cowboys Vikings.
the heart's telling you what you want. Paige says the Vikings. Vikings have been good, she said. So I'm taking the Cowboys.
Oh, wow.
They're frauds.
I can't
Vikings,
trust
frauds.
the Cowboys in cold weather. Oh, the Vikings play indoors. Oh.
I couldn't believe that she took the Vikings, by the way.
Yeah, over her cheerleaders. That's kind of nuts.
I know.
Give me the Vikings, though.
Okay.
I'll
I wonder
keep
if it's
riding them.
recency bias. You know, she saw Aaron Rodgers take him down. She's like, oh, maybe they're not that good.
That's not recent, though. That was like week 3, wasn't it?
The Packers just beat the Cowboys on Sunday.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Vikings.
No,
Didn't you
no,
beat
no.
the Vikings?
No, the Vikings
Who beat the
slaughtered
Vikings?
us.
Oh, that's right. Who beat the Vikings? The
They
Lions
lost
should have.
They lost a bad game, I think.
I'll look it up while we go. Bengals Steelers.
Paige has the Bengals. I have the Bengals.
I have the Bungles.
I figured.
Chiefs and Chargers Sunday Night Football.
Paige has Chiefs. I have Chiefs.
Oh, man. I thought about this one all day, and oh, God, I don't know. Oh, the Vikings lost to the Eagles. Duh, we just talked about that earlier. I thought about this all day, man. The Chargers, no, they're too banged up. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. They're too banged up. Chargers at home, they don't really even have a home field advantage. Yeah, give me the Chiefs. All right, Chiefs.
What's the Mexico game this week? Is that the Mexico game?
No, Monday night is Mexico.
Okay.
No, wait. I don't know, actually. I know Tom Brady plays in Mexico on Monday night. No, sorry. This Monday is Mexico. Jesus. Calm down, Jake. 49ers Cardinals.
In
Monday
Mexico.
night. Mexico.
Paige is the Cardinals. I'm taking the 49ers.
I'm taking the 49ers as well. You know why?
Why?
Warzone 2 drops on Thursday.
Wednesday.
What do you think Kyler Murray's going to be playing all weekend?
Probably.
And this is easy, too, because if Kyler Murray's still hurt or whatever, then you got to go up against Colt McCoy, who actually didn't look bad.
Or
Kinda
Trace
crazy.
McSorley.
Trace McSorley, throw it on a dime like y'all ain't even trying. Just a kid from Briarwood to wearing number 9. All right, that's enough of that. Yeah, Monday Night Football confirmed in Mexico. Can you believe we forgot to hit this? CMC split reps with Elijah Mitchell on Monday night.
Yeah, and I
Or
thought
Sunday
it
night, that
was
was
weird,
Sunday night.
and then they said that was our goal. Which,
What a dumb goal. What a dumb
well, okay,
goal.
I saw a stat, though.
It's Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, but
Feed the horse.
Listen,
Do you have a big giant
hold
bull
up.
who's your best breeding bull and pops out these young bulls that are just jacked and make the best babies and have the best beef, and you say, "Oh, let's bring in the average bull. Let's let him get some reps." No,
up.
you
This
let that
is-
big boy get in there and just go to Pound Town.
Listen to the stat. So I saw a stat that said
Let's hear your stat.
when CMC was in Carolina, he was averaging between 18 and 22 touches a game. He had
because they were never on the field.
He had 19 touches on Sunday, including.
Doesn't matter. He should have 30.
Well, see, but they still want to keep him healthy for the playoffs.
Fuck
So
that.
they're going to split now, but come playoffs, he's going to be the workhorse.
If he gets hurt, just put in Elijah Mitchell. You're splitting reps right now anyways. You know?
I mean, I get for fantasy purposes, like that looks horrible. But when you're trying to win and keep a guy healthy, it makes sense. And he's still, he's still involved in the passing and everything.
What's next? Do not bet list. Can I ramble mine off quick? They're off the top of my head.
Absolutely.
So I've got Wisconsin again. I've got Austin Eckler anytime touchdown. I've got A.J. Brown anytime touchdown. I've got cashing out when my odds are higher than plus 1,000. I'll never cash them out again. And I've got the Raiders.
Yep, I also had the Raiders.
Yep.
I had the Raiders. I had the Jags. And then there was a receiver. I don't remember who it was, but I had a receiver. I don't know. I didn't really have that much this week. College football wasn't too much because, I've been making bank on college football.
Dude,
that's about it.
Sorry to interrupt, but I loaded up the roulette early. I just watched the spin. 100x just hit.
Oof.
Tough. I mean, it wasn't one of the numbers we've ever chosen, though. What? Okay, let's do this. I won't tell you what it was. We're going to do 5 numbers. I'm doing 10 total, but 5 each. So what are your 5? Let's see if you would have hit the 100x. What?
2.
2? Okay.
23.
Okay.
24.
Okay. 23 just got a 50x.
So I have 2 more numbers.
Yep.
I'd go 30.
Okay.
And 00.
00. There's only 1 0, but
so
it was
0.
13 that hit.
Dude,
23
just
had a 50
number.
All right, what'd you say?
2?
23. Oh, frick. 2, 23,
24, 30.
30, yep.
And 0.
And 0. I did my math wrong. So apparently if you do $2 5 times, it equals 10, and I was only going to put $10 out. So, Frankie, this is all your numbers. I'm not taking one this week. I was going to take 3, 9, 7, 20, and 19. So let's see if one of those would have hit. 30 got 200x on it. Oh, my God. Oh, I didn't share this with you. Oh, shit. All right. We'll keep it silent. Oh, man. If this hits 30, I'm going to freak out. 30! 30! It hit 30! Oh, my God! Oh, my God, it hit 30! $400! It hit 30! Oh, my God! Frankie! Look at this shit, dude! Oh, shit!
Oh,
is the motherfucking D-O-double-G? Look at that balance! Look at that balance! Oh, my God! Holy shit, dude! Let's go! Oh, man. What a hit!
What can I say?
What a hit! All right, let's do another round. We should have done that one. That was too exciting.
If our numbers
wow, that was awesome. 30 again. Look at that 100x now. Imagine back to back. Wow, what a hit. What a hit. Let's go.
That was electric.
No way. Oh, 6. Okay. We'll do 4 numbers. No, we'll do 6 numbers. So pick 3.
30.
Yep.
23.
Hurry up. You got to be quick. 23.
And 4.
4. No. Oh, okay. All right. We've got 3, 4, 7, 9, 23, and 30.
What a night this could be right here.
Oh, imagine. 30 again with 100x. Can you imagine? Oh, my God. What is going on with 30? Holy moly. Do it.
Bro.
Do it. Why not? 33. Oh, all right. Right next to it.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's finish that off. Electric. We were due. We were so due. We were so due. Okay. I'm going to split that balance with you, okay?
Hell yeah.
All right. Awesome. Let's go.
That was sweet.
Oh, so electric. My heart's racing. Let's go.
We're
I
back.
love it.
We're back.
I needed
that. That's going straight to my balance.
Yep.
On
we did
DraftKings.
need that. Let's see. Anything else? I mean, I think I'm ready to wrap it up.
That was, yeah. We're finished on a high note.
All right, folks. Have a great weekend. Oh, before we wrap up here, let's do this live. Are we hanging out this weekend or what?
TBD.
Oh, my God. You kill me. You kill me.
Sorry.
Do you guys hear what I go through? This guy with all the empty promises.
I never made a promise.
2 weeks ago, he says, hey, 2 weeks, we're going to go out for my B-Day.
I don't know if I said that, but it might
You
be
did,
moved to
'cause-
the weekend after Thanksgiving.
That's fine, too. Just let me know. Anyways, all right, everybody. We hit a roulette number. That was electric. Tell your friends to check this out. That was awesome. I can't wait to hear the reaction. Have a great weekend. Let's hit some tanks, adore some tutties. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a review. We'll see you guys next week.
We're fucking back.